and drinking my blues. If liquor could talk, it'd tell me the truth. Maybe what's better for you ain't me. So what I'm gonna do is fill up my cup and take it down smooth. Now that you're gone, I got nothing to lose. While I'm sitting there sipping and wishing that you were still here, I'm pouring out bottomless tears.
Ooh, that powerful ballad was Onoleigh's Bottomless Tears. It is the latest single off her upcoming debut EP, First Rodeo.
Yeah, this project's coming out in March, so the clock is ticking. How exciting. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you.
We love Bottomless Tears. I got to tell you, we've been listening to it all morning, watching you dance out there in the rain. It's a fierce song. Tell us a little bit about the story behind this song. I'm feeling there's some heartache maybe there.
Yes, it is very much a soulful ballad, and it's basically all about, pouring one out for love lost, kind of cheersing to a future, I guess, that never happened, which is kind of a little different take on a country song for me. And I guess my favorite line in the song particularly is talking about cheers to all the memories that I'll miss, holidays and graduations of our future kids. So again, it's just things that never happened that you looked forward to for so long, and yeah, just drinking to it.
Okay. And a lot, yes, cheers to you.
Unfortunately, fortunately, thank you.
Yeah, but you know what, so much growth happens after heartache. And speaking of growth, you actually worked with this huge writer-producer who's also worked with huge names, Chris Brown, Boyz II Men, Pitbull. What was it like to work with him?
I was just as shocked myself, to be honest, but his name's Emile Ghantous. He's actually an LA-based producer, and at the top of 2024, I actually went out there for the Grammys and experienced kind of my first stab at that world. And I took a little meeting, and we both found out that we're from the Midwest, and we both actually had our first job in a Monical's Pizza. If you're from the Midwest, you understand the French dressing, you can't beat it. And honestly, I just knew the vibes were right. And then we started talking, and honestly, he said, "What are you doing in 2 weeks?" I said, "Say no more, I'll be here." So dropped everything, went out, and we actually wrote, 3 songs, and then I came back, wrote a couple more, and that's kind of what this whole EP/project is consisting of, yeah.
Well, for those that aren't in the industry, so many don't realize all the work that goes behind putting out an EP. You're just like, oh, they're releasing an EP. No, there's a lot to it.
Oh, yes.
And walk us through a little bit about what that looks like for you specifically.
Completely. No, it has been a huge eye-opening process for me as well, honestly, because you're absolutely right. There's so much behind the scenes that happens that it's not just the front-facing, it's the back end as well. Obviously, you got to write the music, but there's also the brainstorming that goes into that, and really figuring out the hooks, the top lines that you want to really come out with. You write the music, and then you cut the music. And the really cool part about this project and this song specifically is with working with Emile, we not only wrote the songs that day, we also cut the vocals the same day. So we kind of had running demos working. So the lyrics and the vocals you guys hear on all these songs were actually channeled through exactly the same time we were writing them, which I kind of find fascinating. I can channel the emotions when I listen to it back. And then of course there's the front-facing things, the visuals, the hair and makeup, the music videos, which we have a really sick music video dropping tomorrow. And if you guys tune into my YouTube channel, you can see the premiere. We'll watch it together. But yeah, just all of those pieces, and then of course chatting with y'all on your shows and having me, and all that stuff.
Let's do it.
Yes.
I mean, you are going to be celebrating big next month when the EP drops, but you were already celebrating. You performed at the Preds game, which looked incredible.
Yes.
What was that like? Look at you go.
It's crazy. Let me just say, I mean, I'm from a tiny cornfield town, so performing in front of 20,000 people at a Predators game is iconic in so many ways. I have to just not look at the Jumbotron too much, and you watch yourself, but it's fabulous, especially when people are singing your songs back to you, and it all just feels very worth it in that moment, yes.
Awesome. Well, congratulations to you.
Thank you
I hope this music has helped you heal some.
It really does, and that is, hopefully, I hope people listening to it as well can feel that same way.
Thank you. You guys learn more, follow her career, and check out the March release of First Rodeo. It's all at Onoleigh.com.